Welcome to my channel. This is my first video. My name is Avante. I am a car salesman. What I'm gonna be doing on these channels is pretty much going through, some of the cars that I see every day. Two, some are actually driving the car that I own. I actually own an Infiniti Q60. It's a very fun car, something that I really pride myself on, trying to do a little bit of work to it. But what I wanted to start with today is the 2021 Accord Touring 2.0T. And this car is a very, very beautiful car. You all give me 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. This is the Accord Touring 2.0T, the 2021 edition. As you can tell, there is a slight wheel difference in the car compared to the 2018 through 2020 Accord Tourings. First thing I wanted to show you all is the key remote for the car. It is the smart entry key. Has the remote start on the vehicle. I'll go ahead and show you all how that works. Boom, you can start it from inside of your house or whenever, because it is kind of chilly out here. It's January, beginning of January. Quick look at the car. These 2.0T engines are pretty good, pretty peppy compared to the 1.5T. They come in the LX, the Sport, the SE, and the EXL. The 2.0T actually comes in the 2.0 Sport. It can come in the EXL and also the Touring. It's also very similar to the Type R engine as well. Just, of course, the Type R is the track car, the performance car of Honda. That's what I want to do. Things. The car does have the smart entry, as I was stating before. So you have your lock there, and you have your unlock here. And this one is white on the exterior with the beige interior. Very, very beautiful. And if you decided on wanting one of these cars, I definitely say it's worth the money. It's priced around $38K as far as the sticker price. Go ahead and start that up. So as you see here, the Type R actually is not too far off from MSRP on this car. I believe the Type R's total vehicle price is about $38,400, but again, the Type R is a rare car, is a track performance car, so there is markup on that vehicle, typically pushing you, above the 50K mark. Now, again, if you were looking for something a little bit more economical, something with a little bit more space, this is definitely the option for you. As compared to the Type R has about 300 horsepower. This car comes standard with 252 horsepower. Again, you have your memory seating. The memory seats do adjust to whichever key fob you have in your car. So as you can see, the green light on 1 and the key fob here as driver 1. So it did adjust whenever I sat in. Your power seating, you have the options of going forward, back, up, down, raising the back of the seat, forward or back. And then you also have the 4-way lumbar support. All right. Again, the biggest thing that I see as the difference in this car compared to the 2020s are these beautiful, beautiful 5-spoke wheels. And I'm telling you, these are probably some of the best looking wheels I've seen Honda come out with, except maybe, again, on the Type R. But of course, you're going to pay a little bit more for that. Compared to the previous shield wheel of the Touring, I do kind of like these a little bit better. You also get wider tires. And these are 19-inch rims. So you do have the parking sensors here on the rear as well as on the front. So your typical Touring 2.0T Honda badge, Honda logo right here on the back. And real quick, guys, so this one is a brand new car. It only has 12 miles on it, so it hasn't been test driven much. Of course, when people do come in to test drive, they're pretty serious buyers, just because they know that these cars cost quite a bit. In the event that anything was to happen, you don't want to be paying for a $40,000 car. So again, I wouldn't test drive if you're not serious about buying. One big thing that you have over here is you have your heads-up display. The heads-up display is actually going to be right in the windshield. You see the 45 speed limit and the 0 miles per hour, which also shows right here on your dash. The car also has the Honda Sensing. So the Honda Sensing safety features that Honda put on the car to protect you and as well as protect the car itself. So we'll hit the scroll tab as well as the select button right over here. First thing that we'll talk about is your road departure mitigation. That actually tells when your car is leaving its lane. It'll actually bring you back to the lane if it's since you haven't came back yourself. You have your blind spot info system. Blind spot detectors are going to be right over here. They'll blink orange when a car is coming beside you, or they'll blink and make the noise whenever a vehicle is coming beside you and you have your turn signal on. Next thing being the low speed braking control and your collision mitigation braking system. So both of those are designed to assist in slowing you down and keeping you slowed in the event that you're getting too close to anything as far as another car. And then let's see, you have your home button. So we hit the home button once again. It shows your tachometer, shows your range and fuel, your speed and time, audio interface. You can make phone calls and you can answer, hang up, and talk to the car or Siri right here on the car, next on the left hand side of your steering wheel. Next thing is going to be the navigation. This vehicle does come standard with the navigation. You have your traffic sign recognition. Once again, the 45 miles per hour, which shows up there and shows on the dash. You have your driving support. That's all of the features that pretty much are assisting you. Your driver attention. Driver attention is actually a really cool thing. The car can actually kind of tell when you're getting lackadaisical behind the wheel. So in the event that you do a lot of long driving and it's late at night, you can definitely do your best by keeping that feature on, because the car will tell you that you need to take a break. It'll tell you that it seems like your driving habits are getting a little sluggish. So you have your rear seat belts, your maintenance, so it'll just tell you pretty much what maintenance you may need, service A, service B, oil changes, things like that. Safety support, again, the Honda Sensing, and your warnings for the vehicle. All right. Now let's gravitate over here to your display. So the display, as I was stating before, you do have the navigation on the car, which comes standard. You have your Bluetooth audio, your smartphone connection, which is your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. In this car particularly, they did start this year. This car has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so I do think that is something that is definitely a plus, because Kia and all these other companies had already started that, so why not Honda? Just go ahead and do it. You have your trip computer, your settings, FM, AM. The car does come standard. Sirius XM, if you purchase the vehicle new, you get 3-month free trial. This car actually has an AT&T hotspot as well, which is pretty cool. It'll make sure you keep your car up to date, and then again, it helps you out in the event that you need Wi-Fi, or you need something in order to do like projects while you're on the road, especially if you're a busy business person and you need to have your Wi-Fi. All right. Right down here, you see you have the dual climate control. In this car, you have ventilated and heated seats, and there is heated seats here in the rear of the dual climate control, so you can adjust to whoever wants the temperature where it needs to be. So let's say if you and your wife were in the car, your wife got hot, she wanted to turn it down, we'll just turn the sink off. Go ahead and turn that down, and then you can keep yours up as high as you want. Now, I would suggest you just do what your wife say, because happy wife, happy life. You do have your wireless charging. Wireless charging would not place any type of metal objects on this, but it does work very well. And then you also have your USB ports and a 12 volt 180 watt max power outlet. All right, we can close that up. Now right over here, you do have the electronic shifter. So the electronic shifter, again, is pretty cool. You can essentially just press a button or pull this tab right here down in order to shift the car from park, reverse, neutral, and drive. So I'll show you our reverse as well as our backup cameras. So the backup cameras, you do have 3 views. The 3 views are absolutely perfect. The camera itself is perfect, it's clear. You have the normal view, you have the wide angle view, and the bird's eye view, perfect for in situations where you have to do a lot of parallel parking or getting close to other cars to, you know, maximize space. And then you also have the cross traffic warning. So the cross traffic warning allows you to essentially back up, and in the event that something was crossing your rear, it will alert you, placing orange arrows on either side of the screen, as well as making a noise just to make sure that you know there is something crossing you. Sometimes these things do pick up actual people. It's not supposed to, but in the event that it does, who's gonna fight it, right? All right, so we're gonna put it in neutral, so you see there, and then you have your drive mode. So the drive mode is actually pretty cool as well. So you get 3 drive modes. So you have the normal, you can put your car into econ mode, as well as sport mode. Now with the sport mode, you have these beautiful things back here called paddle shifters. So you can see it actually goes from drive manual 1, drive manual 2, and you can upshift and downshift however you need. So pretty much this car won't come with the you know, the 6-speed manual transmission anymore, but you do have the luxury of doing that in the event that you need to. And it is a 10-speed automatic transmission as opposed to the CVT, which is in most cars. Right over here, again, you see your econ, your sport mode, but you also have your parking brake. The parking brake is simple, very simple. You pull up to engage that. You look right over here into your dash. You see it says brake. And then if you wanted to disengage that same thing, you go ahead and press down on the same button. And another cool feature that you have is your brake hold. So brake hold, just another thing that allows you to pretty much, you know, keep you as comfortable as possible. I know that it's perfect for drive-throughs as well as stop and go traffic. People's feet get tired or their legs get tired of staying on the brake for too long. In the event that your leg is on the brake for too long, you can just go ahead and hit the brake hold, and it'll keep your car still while in drive. So again, something that is just a very comfortable, a very convenient thing for most drivers. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in park. Right over here, I do have a couple more things that I wanted to show you. So you do have the heads-up display, which can show you a few different options. So you see your navigation, you see the speed traffic sign, the lane keep assist, and adaptive cruise control as well, which is another thing that is a part of that Honda sensing. So you see again right over here, this right here is called the adaptive cruise control. The adaptive cruise control will pretty much just adapt to the car in front of you while in cruise mode. So let's say if the car in front of you is going 70 and you were coming up on it going 75, your car will actually slow down with that car. And I will go ahead and turn that on. And then also right under it, you have a distance pacer. So the distance that you can follow a car goes from 4 all the way down, and you can see it up there in the heads-up display as well, all the way down to 1 car length. And then here you have your lane keep assist. So the lane keep assist, as you can see, it pops up on the dash. Those lines are not filled in. It essentially means that it is not reading lines on the road. And when those lines are filled in completely white, it means that you are reading the lines on the road, and your lane keep assist will sway you back and forth in your lane. This car can essentially drive itself for about 25 seconds. After the 25 seconds, it'll say steering is required. You just gently nudge the steering wheel a little bit, and it'll go right back to doing it. It's just a safety thing. It wants to make sure that you're alert to the road, make sure that, you know, the car has your full attention. All right, go ahead and turn all those things off. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go to the back pocket, guys. And I just dropped the key. Perfect. All right. So again, plenty of space. The Accords are notorious for having enough space for everybody in your family to at least feel comfortable, take a seat. Also have the heated seats right over here. The heated seats in the rear is one of the best things I've seen. And then they do give you two wonderful vents as well as two wonderful outlets for the people here in the rear. All right, let's check out the trunk, guys. Biggest things for the Accord too is not just the rear space but also the trunk space that you get in these cars. This cargo capacity is just amazing compared to most sedans. Again, the Accord is definitely going towards the luxury feel of a car. We have our cargo tray here, which is part of our Pro Pack for our vehicles. But yeah, they're definitely going towards more so a luxury feel. You have the 60/40 rear split, which will allow you to let the seats down in the event that you need to, possibly create a little bit extra space. Alright, just give you guys one more look at the car. I'll definitely just focus in here on our front end because it is a slightly different front end. This car comes with a full LED headlight. And then you see you have your fog lights. They actually did a little bit of a better job hiding the Honda sensing. So it does look a little bit better. You have the intercooler for the turbo. Again, that 2.0 turbo puts out about 252 horsepower. So you know you may not be wanting a sports car or a very, very fast car, but this is something that is peppy, it's quick, or even if you do want one, this is something that, again, you're not going to spend $50,000-$60,000 on in order to achieve that and achieve a great luxury feel. So the fascia of the grille is absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, so thank you all for watching the video. Please, if you could, just go down to the comment section, leave me some tips, leave me what you want to see in the next video, because I will be doing reviews on a lot of different cars. This car itself, I do think it's worth it if you want to purchase one, just because of the simple fact that this car gives you a lot of power, a lot of things to what's up, man? A lot of things to you know, really take in. A lot of luxury features for a very, very decent price, and a lot of power for a very, very decent price. Again, this is your Accord Touring 2.0T. Beautiful, beautiful beast. Guys, please like and subscribe. I'll be more than happy to create videos based on what you want to see. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon.